He fought well there. Geron and Bresoth were no match for him.
Ha! Those two deserved what they got. Their arrogance had become insufferable.
All this talk is making me thirsty. Perhaps another Vigilant will wander in soon.
I wish Loki would have hurried up. I have half a mind to return to the castle and tell Harkon what a fool he's entrusted this mission to.
I have half a mind to tell Loki of your disloyalty.
How many people does it take to screw a chandelier?
Now shut up and keep
I
on
don't know,
watch.
but it could be painful. You know, because you might fall and hurt yourself. Sneaking is so much fun. The thrill of almost is more addictive than skooma. Oh right, yeah, now's not the time for talking. Surely the point of Draugrs is that they are dead. So why do they start randomly attacking people? Why would the dead not be dead? That makes my head hurt. So you're the sneaky kind of person, huh? I'll have to keep an eye on you then. Especially whilst getting changed. Then again, you also need to keep an eye on me. If there is one thing I don't like, it is people who think they are really tough and special and boast all the time. Also, don't you just hate those people who talk about pointless stuff that they really should keep to themselves? What? Why are you looking at me like that?
What was that?
Ha! Found you.
I do love causing a stir. Once I started singing at the top of my voice, and someone... Is that all? Talkative, are you? I always open up to you. I mean, to you. I would be pretty annoyed too if I looked like the Draugr. I hope I don't die and end up looking like one of them. That would be my worst nightmare. I don't understand why in these tombs all the torches are lit. I thought they were supposed to be abandoned for centuries. I guess it's one of life's mysteries. So you're a real smooth talker, huh? Well, don't think you can talk your way around me. I know all the moves. I probably invented half of them. Not sure I like the idea of crouching down behind you. You dare let one go, then you could forget me more. Ugh, that hurts. So you're good at piercing people with your bow and arrow, huh? Well, make sure you don't go penetrating me. I mean with an arrow, of course. Hello?
Few would dare to trespass in these ruins. But you lack in wisdom. You make up for in courage.
Careful! You wouldn't want to hurt my pretty face. Looks can be deceiving. Maybe that means you actually have a brain. Do you suppose the Draugr are angry because we disturbed their sleep? I know how they feel. I would also be pretty angry.
I'll never tell you anything, vampire. I oath to Stendar, stronger than any suffering you can inflict on me.
I believe you, Vigilant. And I don't think you even know what you found here. So go and meet your beloved Stendar.
Sure that was wise, Lokio? He still might have told us something.
You're mine!
get a lot of looks from people wherever I go. I'm not sure if it's because they find me attractive or because they think I'm a little odd. Or both. Just look at that stunning view. What? I wasn't looking at you, I was looking at... Hey, I was looking at you. You know what we should do? We should get drunk and have a big sing-song. No, a naked sing-song. Yes, that would be fun. Never work on a farm. They are always full of tools and hoes. Those hoes are a real pain to use. Never again will I do an honest day's work. I wonder if the Draugr still have the bits and pieces tucked away somewhere. If you know
Who
what
sent
I
you
mean.
here?
If not, then I feel very sorry for them.
I was expecting someone... like me, at least. Can't you tell just from looking at me? A vampire. Not fond of vampires, are they? Well, look. Kill me, you've killed one vampire. But if people are after me, there's something bigger going on. I can help you find out what that is. My family used to live on an island to the west of Solitude. I would guess they still do. By the way, my name is Serana. Good to meet you.
It is strange to
Your
think
guess
that
is as good as
chambers
mine.
were once
This
from
place looks
ancient-
pretty different from when I was locked away. Yes, it is. And it's mine. It's... complicated. I can't really talk about it.
Ah, the smell of death and rotting flesh. Is it weird that I kind of like it?
Aren't we there yet? Good question. Hard to say. I can't really tell. I feel like it was a long time. Who is Skyrim's High King? Oh, wonderful. A war of succession. Good to know the world didn't get boring while I was gone. Who are the contenders? Empire? What empire? Cyrodiil is the seat of an empire? I must have been gone longer than I thought. Definitely longer than we planned. Please, let's hurry. I need to get home so I can figure out what's happened.
Is it me, or are the priests in Skyrim all perverts? I said I had injured my leg, and one of them told me to remove my clothes, so he could use his healing hands on me. Needless to say, he needed a bit of healing himself after that. La la na 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 na. I didn't mean, you know, I meant separate. I think I should just stop talking.
I'll never tell you anything, vampire. I oath to Stendar, stronger than any suffering you can inflict on me.
Ah, the smell of death and rotting flesh. Is it weird that I kind of like it?
I believe you, Vigilant. And I don't think you even know something's not right.
Out of all the Daedric princes, Sanguine is the only one I would actually consider worshipping. He really understands how to have a good time and knows the importance of alcohol. Like...
There has been talk amongst the gods that you are Dragonborn. But such a thing, surely that's not possible.
You better believe it. Now bow down to the
You're
mighty
the one
power
cast
of the
those
Dragonborns.
illusions. Impressive. You're that one lives in peace home, right?
Hands to yourself, sneak thief. I worry about the other settlements
Fear
in the
not.
whole.
The guards in
Dragon
Honor
Skyrim
giants.
are
doing
a
that
bunch.
immediately, ma'am.
We
Prime
risk
targets
lives
for
and
those
limbs
damn
slaying
dragons.
wolves, bandits, and a lot worse of them. About a single arrow in the knee. I wonder if the Draugr still have the bits and pieces. You know what we should do? We should get drunk and have a big sing-song. Yes, that would be right.
Come on, guide me!
So you like to go feeling around people's pockets looking for valuables, huh? Well, make sure you don't grab the wrong valuables. Or you may get arrested for touching
Stop right
someone
there.
indecently. As a bit of a blacksmith, huh? I bet you love to get real dirty. Well, you better wash off all the dirt and soot before you come anywhere near me. We need more drunk people in Skyrim. That would make things 10 times more fun. I mean, why would the guards discourage drunken behavior when they should be encouraging it? A drunken person is a happy person. Just look at that stunning view. What? I wasn't looking at you, I was looking at... Okay, I was looking at you. get a lot of looks from people wherever I go. I'm not sure if it's because they find me attractive or because they think I'm a little odd. Or both. Do you think that Sabercats and Khajiit are somehow related? They do seem similar, except the Khajiits are more human. You don't suppose a human and a Sabercat... Nope, I'm not going there. People get a little touchy when I say that. My parents were funny people. I mean weird funny, not the haha kind. La 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 la. I think I need to go to bed after all this walking. Care to join me? Oh, no, I didn't mean, you know, I meant separate. I think I should just stop talking. Never work on a farm. They are always full of tools and hoes. Those hoes are a real pain to use. Never again will I do an honest day's work. Skyrim might be a cold place with miserable people, but after a few drinks you don't really notice. Speaking of which, I'm getting a little thirsty. La da da, la da da, la da da, la la la. Imagine if I was Dragonborn. The term shouting would take on an entirely new meaning. You never did tell me about your parents. I mean, you were Dragonborn. So, do you have ancestors that are dragons? That would be really disturbing if you did.
It is strange to think that these chambers were once...
I can't help feeling a kind of connection between us. I'm not sure what it is. I guess it's natural with you being a brave adventurer, and me, well, you know. Is it me, or are the priests in Skyrim all perverts? I said I had injured my leg, and one of them told me to remove my clothes, so he could use his healing hands on me. Needless to say, he needed a bit of healing himself after that. I can get away with anything in Skyrim. I just act all cute and innocent, and the guards turn a blind eye. Not that I'm a bad person or anything. Most of the time. So you can enchant stuff, huh? I bet I could enchant your sword. What? I spent some time at the College of Winterhold, but... come to think of it, that was a disaster, so maybe not. So, have you ever read The Lusty Argonian Maid? It sounds like my kind of book. What? Just because I'm female doesn't mean I can't enjoy a nice classy piece of literature? I've heard it's quite intellectually stimulating. Although I don't think it was the intellectual kind. Children creep me out. Is it just me, or do they all look the same? If we had kids, what do you suppose they would look like? Oh no, I meant hypothetically. Not that I would want to. Although you are. I'm just going to shut up now before I really embarrass myself.
Who sent you here? I was expecting someone... like me, at least. Can't you tell just from looking at me? A vampire. Not fond of vampires, are they? Well, look. Kill me, you've killed one vampire. But if people are after me, there's something bigger going on. I can help you find out what that is. My family used to live on an island. By the way, my name is Serana. Good to meet you. we there yet? This feels like the right way. I was starting to worry.
So you're good at restoration? That's a little dull, but I'm sure I won't be saying that when I'm lying there moaning whilst you use your healing fingers or whatever it's called on me. That did sound a little wrong. What I meant was me lying injured on the ground in serious pain.
Who's there? Done and done.
I feel the eyes of angry spirits upon us. We are not welcome here.
Who's there? Where'd you come from?
Trouble is in the air here.
knew it.
So you're good at alteration. Do you know the spell where you can turn iron into gold? Now that would be useful. Or maybe the one where you can see people through walls. I bet you could have some fun with that. What? No, I'm not only interested in gold and making love. I do also enjoy killing. And the odd bit of meat.
Few would dare to trespass in these ruins, but you lack in wisdom. You make it.
Who's there?
When people think of wood elves, they usually think of trees, but not me. I'm a little too embarrassed to say what comes to mind.
Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
Is it just me, or does it sound a little inappropriate when the guards tell people to stop lollygagging? After a few drinks one night, I couldn't pronounce my I's properly, and they sounded more like A's. I got a few strange looks when I started asking about the winking skeever.
Positions.
I tried joining the Bards College. They thought Bards were supposed to have a sense of humor. They just sit there
You should
reading
tell her
books.
that her uncle is scum that betrayed his high king.
Believe what that
Bet
guy
she
made
know
me
now.
do to join, though. Oh, no, it's nothing like that.
Rogvir.
He wanted me to retrieve some dusty old relic from some forbidden cave.
By opening
I
that
just
gate,
handed him an old book,
you betrayed
and they
me.
spent ages trying to decipher the nonsense that I wrote in it.
There was no murder.
Liar.
Valid story. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Do you think I'm pretty? I'm feeling a little self-conscious. I love saying that to guys when they are with their wives. They don't know what to say. Because if they say yes, their wives get jealous. And if they say no, I pretend to be really upset and they feel bad. What? I have to amuse myself somehow.
Some gate guard you were!
I think the Fletcher in Solitude is a bit wary of me, after what happened when I asked to try out some of his arrows. I'm usually okay with a bow, but accidents happen. I don't think he ever got over it.
Good riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
It shouldn't have been like this.
After a few drinks one night, I couldn't pronounce my I's properly, and they sounded more like A's. I got a few strange looks when I started asking about the winking skeever. I don't get what is so special about Solitude. You walk in and see someone having their
Waiting.
head chopped off, go into
Keep
a
my
shop
men in
and
your
get
prayers.
insulted,
They'll need them if they don't shape up.
and get charged an extortionate rate for a house that you can only get for sucking up
Mind
to
yourself
a
in my city,
female.
friend.
Would
You wouldn't be
probably
a
pledge
sellsword, would
allegiance
you?
to whichever
I have a
side
little
happens to
problem
win
you
the
could
war.
solve. I may have accidentally let a prisoner escape, the leader of one of those bandit groups. I told everyone he died during questioning, and I need you to track him down and make sure he doesn't show up to disprove that. Good. I'll have a sack of coin waiting for you when you get back. Ain't got one, but I'd fancy a chance at that Jari Ra's scrawny neck. Filthy Argonian never would have set foot in this city if High King Torrig was still alive. I can tell you that. Remember, I need that bandit dead, not alive.
Coin or two for a veteran? It's not much to ask.
Keep the cold at bay with our spiced wine.
New in town, right? And if you need a place to sleep, head over to the Jarl Elisif the Fair. Poor woman. Losing her... Damn! That reminds me. I have a delivery to make to her steward, Falk Firebeard. He ordered a special... Saved me a lot of trouble. Here. Take it. I showed up to watch, yeah. I don't know if they were right to execute him for what he did, but I'll tell you something. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Listen, Rogvir and I grew up together. It was us, a few others, and Vivian. Vivian Onus. I have no idea why, but one day I told Rogvir I liked her. was a stupid thing to do. He mocked me incessantly after that. From that point forward, every time Vivienne and I were anywhere close to each other, he made sure to humiliate me. He'd beat me up, dump meat on my head, anything he could get away with. Once he even slipped a beehive into my bed. We were children, sure, but Rogvir never outgrew that immaturity or his cruelty. So any talk about him being an honorable Nord? Pure folly. Work in it, I own it. Well, okay. My father owns the Winking Skeever, but it's the family business, so it'll be mine when he kicks off. I was done talking anyway.
You're passing through Solitude? Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes? It's easy to find things to sell. Things nobody will miss. Things from underground, or just left lying around in someone's house. I bet the two of us were very alike. My sister Deeja and I are treasure hunters. We like to collect things. We just take what will not be missed, what no one needs anymore. Maybe we take some weapons and stop a few deaths. Who would call that thievery? I knew you looked like a clever one. With the war, many more ships come through these docks, loaded with weapons and pay, but few people, and they pass through dangerous waters. We have an interest in one of those boats, the Ice Runner. The Solitude Lighthouse will be guiding it in, but if its fire were to go out, the Ice Runner would run aground. What an interesting idea. Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse fire and then meet me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly direct them to that loot.
Keep the cold at bay with our spiced wine. Spiced wine, the taste of home and hearth.
I went into the clothes shop ran by some snobby high elves in Solitude, and they said that if I had to ask the price, then I was in the wrong place. So I said, with what you're wearing, you must be in the wrong place, and it's no wonder people don't ask the price. That shut them up. I thought about joining the Imperials in Solitude, but that General Tullius is so annoying. Then again, I also considered joining the Stormcloaks, but couldn't stand Ulfric's Stormcloak. So, now I just hate both of them. Problem solved.
Keep the cold at bay with our spiced wine.
So you can make some pretty decent potions, I hear. Can you make love potions or perhaps a laxative? Don't worry, I just thought of a funny prank to pull on someone.
Spiced wine, the taste of home and hearth.
Another fine morning. What should we do today? Maybe we could... I don't know. Let's just go and kill something.
It's not much to ask.
Spiced wine, the taste of home and hearth.
People say you shouldn't be naked in public, but I managed to get a free outfit out of it. so it can't be all that bad. I mean, it's not like you would leave me walking around naked the whole time. I love teasing guys. After I went bear hunting one day, I asked the hunter if he wanted to see my bare chest. I showed him the pelt of the bear I just killed and pointed to its chest. Oh, you should have seen the disappointment on its face. Bad if the guy found out his wife was pregnant, though. He wouldn't be best pleased. Men already constantly complain about being shouted at by their wives. People think women are vain for trying to look good. Just because men are lazy and don't even bother having a wash doesn't mean we are vain. You're good with illusion, so you can bend people to your will. Well, I'd like to see you try with me. I don't need magic to bend people to my will.
By order of the Jarl, stop right there.
You wouldn't want to hurt my pretty face. Careful! You wouldn't want to hurt my pretty face.
You prepared to die.
You're lucky I have company, so I can do inspection. Careful! should know they always win. That hurt.
That'll teach you.
After a few drinks one night, I couldn't pronounce my eyes properly, and they sounded more like A's.
Where'd you come from?
I got a few strange looks when I started asking about the winking skeever.
Sheath your weapons and come quietly.
Come quietly or taste the Jarl's justice. I'll kill you.
Where'd you come from? Where'd you come from?
I think the Fletcher in Solitude is a bit wary of me, after what happened when I asked to try out some of his arrows. I'm usually okay with a bow, but accidents happen. I don't think he ever got over it. I tried joining the Bards College. I thought Bards were supposed to have a sense of humor, but they just sit there reading books. I can't believe what that guy made me do to join, though.
I
Oh,
read
no,
stories
it's
about
nothing
the
like that.
Solitude Windmill, but
He
I
wanted
didn't
me to
expect it to be
retrieve some
that
dusty
big.
old relic from some forbidden cave. I just handed him an old book, and they spent ages trying to decipher the nonsense that I wrote in it.
Find whoever did this.
Poor bastard. You know you could afford a septim or two.
Why must there always be incest inside temples? It really does make me feel a little sick. Did I say incest? I meant incense. The smell really gets up my nose.
It's so bright out here. I don't know
You
how
there.
you stand it.
What do you know about this? If you happen to recollect anything about the incident, you be sure to report to the captain of the guard. I've got my eye on you.
Poor bastard's better off.
I don't get what is so special about Solitude. You walk in
You there.
and see someone having
What do
their
you
head
know about
chopped
this?
off, go into a shop and get insulted, and get charged an extortionate rate for a house that you
Is
can
that
only
so?
get for sucking up to
Well,
a
perhaps a
weak
night in
draw,
jail might loosen
who
your
would
tongue,
probably
hmm?
pledge allegiance to whichever side happens to win the war.
Dead. Oh my goodness.
If you happen to recollect anything about the incident, you there. What do you know about this?
I don't get why people worship the
happen to
gods.
Hello,
recollect
I'm
anything
Gisley,
about the
What have they
incident?
ever
but you can
done
just
for
call
us
me
mere
Erica's
mortals?
sister.
Nothing.
Everyone does.
I prayed for
I've
money,
got my
free
eye on
booze, and
you.
more free booze.
Oh, if you're
and-
looking for a good
Did I get
attitude,
it?
go see the bards. They'll
Instead,
fake
I
it for
got a
you if nothing
hangover and a
else.
huge hole in my pocket
If you're
where my
looking for
money used
truth
to be.
instead, see Noster. He's a good example of what life has to offer. And if you're just looking to feel good, go get some spiced wine from Yvette. But whatever you do, just leave me alone. Yes, my older brother, and the person you probably want to be speaking to right now. But really, since Torig's death, Falk Firebeard wields the true power of the Jarl's Court. My brother is nothing more than a pompous little fop. We'll
You
speak
there.
again later.
What do you know about... If you happen to recollect anything about the incident...
How many people does
sure
it take to
report
screw
the
a
captain of the
chandelier?
guard.
I don't know, but it could be painful. You know, because you might fall and hurt yourself.
What happened?
Have you ever tried bareback? I didn't like it. It started to make me a little sore after a while. What's with the funny face? I was talking about horse riding. I thought about joining the Imperials in Solitude, but that General Tullius is so annoying. Then again, I also considered joining
The road to Whiterun's not safe these days. Lots of trouble.
I've heard that there's this dance called the horizontal dance. I think we should try it.
That's not what my scouts report, sir.
Unfortunately, I've never seen anyone do it before.
Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Sir.
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen? Right, Helgen. One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly. I suppose that's true. Fine. Why don't you have a chat with Legate Ricka? I suspect we might have use for someone resourceful like you. Not many survived, Helgen. Besides, I'm sure your being imprisoned was all a terrible misunderstanding.
Sir. You survived Helgen? General Tullius told me what happened. Not many made it out alive. I've got a good feeling about you, and I don't often get good feelings about anything. A warrior knows to trust her gut. I'm not going to go through the normal process with you. I've got a little test lined up. Pass that, and we'll talk about you joining the Legion. Is that confidence or bravado? Confidence I can use. Bravado gets soldiers killed. We'll soon find out. I'm sending you to clear out Fort Hrogstad. If you survive, you'll pass. If you die, then I'll have no further use for your corpse. The ancients built many of the fortresses that dot the landscape of Skyrim. Sadly, most have fallen into disrepair, and nearly all have been overrun with bandits or other vagabonds. Fort Hrogstad is one of the few that remains mostly intact. We're going to install a garrison there, but first, you're going to clean out the bandits that have moved in. Good, that's what I want to hear. Now go make it happen, soldier.
There's not much up there, but if we can regain Winterhold, our proximity to Windhelm should keep Ulfric wary and wasting troops garrisoned at home.
Something to report? The General and I have our disagreements, but he's the best hope for both the Empire and Skyrim. Many of my countrymen joined the rebels. They can't see the big picture. Skyrim needs the Empire as much...
Huh?
Looky here. Looks like I've got ourselves a hero.
That'll teach you. Where'd you come from? That'll teach you.
Tell you what, you start running, it's so much easier to roll when you're dead.
So many shadowy corners to strike from. I could learn to like this place.
Is someone there?
You picked a bad time to get lost. Again.
Now, this is the problem.
Done and done.
Time to
Found
end
you.
this little game.
What you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do?
That'll teach you. That'll teach you.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that on?
Yes, watch out. Someday soon we will all see battle. And what you do here today may well save your lives.
Tell me again why I'm wasting men chasing after a
The winking skeevers got warm beds and cold mead. You look like you could use
It
both.
won't be a fairy tale.
What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire's what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim.
Your own traditions?
Damn
I thought the
Stormcloak
Moot
rebels.
chose the king. We're backing Ellison.
Until next time.
When the Moot meets, they'll do the sensible thing.
Not everyone's Welcome back, soldier. I'm glad you made it in one piece. I'll send men to garrison the fort right away. You did well. I'm impressed. But before we go any further, speak with General Tullius.
So what?
He'll administer
Ulfric
the
gets
oath.
this crown and then... In joining the Legion, are you prepared to make that commitment? Well then, repeat after. Upon my honor, I do swear undying loyalty and unwavering obedience. May those above judge me. Long live the Emperor. Long live the Empire. Welcome to the Imperial... Just remember, we take care of our own. Once you're in the Legion, speak to Behrend. He's normally out by the... Now, if I'm not mistaken, Legate Rika has a special assignment for you.
Something to report? Not everyone's agreed to the move. Welcome to the Legion Auxiliary. Listen up. Ulfric's right-hand man, Galmar Stonefist, has located what he believes. We're going to make sure. The rest of my men are already assembling outside Corvinjune. I'll meet you there as soon as I finish up here. No, it's not as simple as that. But the Jagged Crown would be a potent symbol for his cause to rally around. But if we found it first...
And we gave it to Elisif.
In the absence of the moot, it would further legitimize
From the
her
castle,
claim.
you used to just be able to see Solitude over the mountains. It's exactly what
But
I
I'm
imagined.
warning you. If this turns out to be a waste of time and men...
It won't be a waste. Well done. They never knew what hit them. Don't underestimate the Stormcloaks. Many are Legion veterans. They may be traitors, but they know how to fight. We had the advantage of surprise this time, but don't expect it to last. Let's move out.
I don't want some snotty elf telling me what gods I can and can't worship.
I long to be out there, with my brothers, waging war against the Empire.
Faithless him. Keep your eyes open. Good
Fight,
day.
or die well. I'll fight the entire Legion myself if they dare show their faces here.
Who's there?
It's nothing.
Now, it's just a surprise.
That's all he's got.
The general...
Where'd you come from? That'll teach you. Where'd you come from?
Time to finish this! You can't win. Looks like we got ourselves a hero.
We have the advantage of surprise. Don't expect to come back. Let's move out.
Get it down while we can. You've obviously never met me. Otherwise you would be cowering right now. What have we got?
I'll see you first.
This won't end well for you. You're lucky I have company, so I can do well, thanks to you, of course. Where'd you come from? What makes you think you're any different to the
Come on, guide me!
Maybe that means you actually have a brain.
I'm gonna put you down! I'll see you first! Give up while you still can! For the Emperor! That's all you've got! It's nothing! Ready for that, Boston?
Charge on my signal. Time to show what you're real.
Merchant. Who's there?
I feel the eyes of angry spirits upon us. We are not welcome here.
Who's there?
Perfect spot for an ambush. 10 to 1, they're just waiting.
There isn't any other way through.
Let's not jump to it. The Legion always. I'd rather take a moment to look around than walk blindly into an ambush.
Hawks on the Empire!
Careful, men. There's bound to be more up ahead.
I was always taught to avoid these types of ruins.
And this must be the Hall of Stories.
Oh, I've heard of this. These walls are supposed to show the history of the ancients who built this place.
Too bad we can't read these carvings. Who knows what secrets we'd uncover.
One thing at a time, soldier. Focus on our primary mission. We're searching for the crown.
There may be no enemy more foul than a walking corpse.
Looks like we weren't the first ones here either. Even if these carvings tell us where the crown is, I'm sure we're going to find a way through this door. See what you can figure out, Auxiliary. I'm going to check out these carvings.
Do you have something to say?
Let me know if you find something. What is that? Some kind of stone claw? I wonder what it's used for. job. All right, everyone. Keep your guard up. Let's move out. All right, Legionnaires. Spread out and see what we've got. Auxiliary, do what you do best. See if you can find some way to get that gate open. All right, let's move, men. We've got more.
Most people like to hunt animals. I also love to hunt people. And pretty much anything else. I don't like to boast, but I'm superior to you in everything. Who am I kidding? I love to boast.
Follow me. Let's see where this leads. The crown should be around here somewhere. Spread out and keep your eyes open.
Hey.
Get away from there.
5 and 9.
All right, get the crown off that drogger.
It is strange to think that these chambers were once home to the ancient lords.
Take that crown back to Solitude, soldier. We'll stay here and see if we can find anything else that could be of use. Take that crown back to Solitude, soldier.
By the gods, it's
I've
true,
been looking
isn't
for you.
it?
Got something I'm
has
supposed to
attacked
deliver.
Whiterun.
Your hands
How
only.
could mere men bring down such a beast?
Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
So exciting when new folk come into town. I bet you've had plenty of adventures.
The winking skeevers got warm beds and cold mead. You look like you could use both.
Ulfric will want to take Whiterun from us. Excellent work, soldier. I have to admit, I had my doubts it even existed. Did you run into any trouble? Yes. Well, I didn't respond as quickly to the legate's suggestion as perhaps I should have. But at least we ended up with a damn crown. Now then, I need someone I can trust to deliver a message of great import to Jarl Balgrove of Whiterun. We have it on good authority that Ulfric has raised enough men to attack the city of Whiterun. The Jarl, however, refuses the Legion's support. This missive should convince him. Be aware, soldier. These documents contain sensitive intelligence for the Jarl's eyes only.
Whiterun's truly a curious city. It feels so open.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. No doubt requesting to garrison his men in my castle. How many times must I deny him? Well, out with it! I see. Give the papers to my steward. Don't be daft. Proventus is my eyes. Just give me the letter. I presume once I have it, I can do as I please with it? Good. These are interesting reports. Proventus, what do you make of all this? If Ulfric were to attack Whiterun...
As in all things, Lord, caution. I urge us to wait and see.
Pray wait.
I'm of a mind with Irileth. It's time to act.
You plan to march on Windhelm?
I'm not a fool, Proventus. I mean, it's time to challenge Ulfric to face me as a man, or to declare his intentions.
He'll do no such thing.
He was rather straightforward with Torig.
Torig? He simply walked up to the boy and murdered him.
That boy was High King of Skyrim.
I'm not the High King, but neither am I a boy. If Ulfric wants to challenge my rule in the old way, let him. Though I suspect he'll prefer to send his storm cloaks to do it for him.
True. He's already proven his personal strength. Now he seeks to prove his armies.
Then might I urge you to consider General Tullius's request? I mean, if you are bent on offending Jarl Ulfric.
Ulfric is the one who has offended. But